Hey guys, it's Connie. I'm back with the Genesis GV70. This is the smaller of the two SUVs from Genesis. I just had the GV80 recently. Go check out that video. I'll link it below. This is the top of the line trim. This is the Sport Plus all-wheel drive. I believe in the US it's called the Sport Prestige all-wheel drive. But all of the GV70s are all-wheel drive, even the less powerful 2.5 liter. This is the twin turbo 3.5 liter V6. It has a lot of power, the exact same as the GV80 I just had, but in this smaller package, it feels a little more powerful. It has a really good get up and go. I love this car. It's one of my favorite SUVs. I love the smooth, modern, sporty lines on the Genesis SUVs, and this GV70 is no different. We have dual exhaust, and they're huge. And then we, of course, have the Genesis taillights that are so signature Genesis or all-wheel drive 3.5T badging. The liftgate button is not working for me. Why? Okay, and I love where they put the rear tailgate button. It's just visible. It's right on the wiper. Power liftgate, as you can see, 3 tethers for infant car seats. We have a 60-40 split, and then underneath we have our privacy shade is stored nicely there, but I don't know why it's not installed. And then we do have a spare tire under here as well. And back here we also have an easy release for the second row seats. You do have to have the headrest down in order for them to fold all the way flat. This Genesis, of course, has the Smart Park, and it has the remote Smart Park Assist on this top trim. The remote Smart Park Assist will parallel park and perpendicular park the car for you. I am trying to power it on with the key fob to show you how the Smart Park works. Okay, so I remote started with the fob, and I can move the car back and forward in and out of tight parking spaces. It also has, on this top trim, it has remote Smart Park Assist, which means you can get out of the car and it will perpendicularly or parallel park this in a spot that you've determined from inside on the infotainment before you get out. All right, we have a lot of luxury in the back of this GV70. This top trim gets Napa leather, and the base trims in the 2.5T will also get leather, but this is Napa, and it's beautiful and quilted. It is so soft. We have 2 cup holders in the center armrest. We have manual window shades. We do have some carbon fiber trim that is also part of this top trim. And then we have tri-zone climate control and heated outboard seats. We have a couple USB chargers back here and a household plug. And I want to point out that there is quite a big hump here. So again, your middle passenger is not going to have a ton of room back here. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's ambient lighting around here. And again, that's part of the top trims here in the GV70. All right, we have a really big digital display here in the top of the line GV70. This screen is a little bit smaller on the lower trims, and this is 3D. I love the stalks on the Genesis. They have quite the pattern on them, and then a nice leather steering wheel with paddle shifters. And we do have advanced driver assist features like adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring, and we have the cool side view cameras when you change put on your turn signals, which is very cool. And we have a huge touch screen, which can also be controlled by a dial, but it is massive, is very nice and clear. It is wired, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This leather dash is so gorgeous, and I love it's mostly haptic. So this is haptic over here, but then we have dials for the climate, and it is tri-zone climate, and I love that. We do have some hard touch buttons here for navigation and maps, and then drive mode. So we have terrain modes of snow, mud, and sand, and we have drive modes of Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Custom. And to note, in Sport and Sport Plus, it will bring the bolstering into your body. It will hug you because it wants to give you a better drive experience when you're driving in sport mode. This dial controls the touch screen. We have our volume here, and then we have a very cool, beautiful round gear shift knob, which is common in all of the Genesis. 2 cup holders and a hidden wireless charging area with a USB and a USB-C. I love all Genesis. They are beautifully made. They feel so luxurious. They have great design. And this GV70 is my favorite of all of the Genesis lineup, even more so than the G70, because I love a good performance SUV. And this one is quick, and it is fun, and it is powerful. It's beautiful, and it has a pretty big price tag, but again, a ton of luxury, advanced safety features. It's comfortable to drive. It's great to drive. And it competes with other luxury SUVs. So we're starting at 57,000 Canadian and about 45,000 US dollars. This one is the top trim. This is the Sport Plus in Canada, the Sport Prestige in the US. So this one's about 77,000 Canadian dollars and about 75,000 US dollars. Let's go for a drive. All trims of the GV70 are all-wheel drive. This is the top of the line, the more powerful 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, 375 horsepower, 391 pound-feet of torque. As I mentioned earlier, it is smaller than the GV80, so I feel like it's quicker. Apparently the 0 to 60 is about 4.7 seconds, and I believe it. It is quick, it is fun to drive, it is super comfortable, and I love how when you put it in Sport or Sport Plus, this side bolstering on these gorgeous Napa leather seats comes in and hugs you, and it gives you just a little more snug of a ride while you're driving in peppy Sport or Sport Plus.